As with most tax law, there are exemptions and concessions that we need to consider. The first one I want to cover is employees with hospitals, ambulance services and charities. There's a couple others in there, but they're the main ones. If you work for one of these institutions, then potentially you can have up to, I think, $17,000 or $30,000, depending on which one, of tax-free fringe benefits given to you. So you may know a friend, a neighbour, a cousin or something like that that might be a nurse or an ambulance worker, and they are having their business pay their home loan payments or paying credit card or paying school fees, and no FBT is getting paid and no one's paying tax on it. That's the reason why. We sometimes get asked the question, well, they're doing it, why can't I? The easy answer is they work for a special role or a special industry. Secondly, the second exemption I want to cover is the minor benefits exemption. Where you are providing a minor benefit to an employee that is irregular and it's under $300, it's generally exempt from FBT. Now, there's no real definition of what irregular is. If it's happening every second week or every month, it's not irregular. It's got to be once or twice a year. Anything beyond that, the ATO is going to consider that a regular occurrence. So, you know, I know some businesses will give employees a gift voucher every now and then for $299 or $300 or something, and they try to do that fairly often, thinking that that might be free from tax. No, it's not going to be. It really needs to be a one-off sort of thing. Now, there's a couple of concessions around cars. I'm going to go through cars in a separate section, so I'm going to leave that out for now. The other one I want to talk about are portable electronic equipment, things like laptops, phones, tablets, things like that, tools of trade, uniforms, things like that that are mainly for business use. They are all exempt from FBT. They're not a fringe benefit in the sense that the employee is getting a personal benefit out of them. They are things provided to them in order to do their job. Laptops, some things, the requirement isn't necessarily they are wholly used for work. Predominantly used for work, I think, is the wording in most of the law these days. So if these things are predominantly used for work, then they will be FBT free. There is a limit on the amount of laptops and tablets that can be provided. You can't just provide them one every single month. You know, it's one or two a year. So there is a threshold there. I think it's one or two a year. And they're the main exemption and concessions. We're going to cover cars and entertainment specifically shortly, because there are some rules around there. They're the most common fringe benefits, and there's some complex rules around those that I really want to cover off. Ta.